But now, last but certainly not least, give some love for Clayton Bell.
Thanks, guys. Really appreciate this. It's an honor to be up here. So we're talking about Crush tonight, and my buddy Sean invited me, and I definitely didn't expect to get up here to be talking to y'all, but it just really resonated with me because I've had some experiences in my life, even over the last few weeks, that Crush just really, really came to mind. So I'm going to take you back about 2 weeks now. So I'm finishing up 9 out of 10 days in a row working in the hospital. I've done 2 24-hour shifts. I put in about 120 hours in 9 days, and I'm crushed. I'm like, all right, I'm done. So Randy calls me up. He's like, hey, man, let's go play. And I'm like, all right, cool. What do you want to do? He's like, let's do Washington. And I was like, all right, cool. I can do that. And so we go out to Washington. He thinks we can do it like in 3 hours. I'm like, you're crazy, man. There's no way we can get from the base all the way to Washington and back. It's like 5,000 foot of climbing. It's like 8 miles. So we do it. We crush the mountain, and I'm so excited to tell my wife. She's in Idaho. I haven't seen her in a month, which crushed me. But she couldn't get a job here, right? So she was crushed. So she goes out to Idaho and gets this traveling gig. And we're trying to keep in touch with each other. We're trying to stay in touch, but it's hard. We're living these 2 different lives. I'm going to bed. She's just getting off work, And so I tell her, things are going good. The next day I go back out again. I do my first backcountry ski experience. We hike up, we do like the little head wall, we ski down. I'm like, yeah, I'm crushing it. And then every day afterwards, I'm crushing the lattes too, because I just discovered those a month ago. And I've always been a black coffee kind of guy. And I'm, what's that latte shit? $5. That's what my sister drinks. Then I had one. So now I know. Now I'm like 2 a day. Never had one in my life. And that's my treat, right? So I'm like, hey, I'm studying for this test, So I got my boards coming up, right? And so I was in a movie, had this freak out moment at Christmas vacation. I'm like, shit, I got to study. This is a big deal. 25 years of formal education is culminating in 3 months. If I don't pass this thing, I'm a dumbass. So what am I going to do, no one wants to go to the doctor who didn't pass this test, right? So I start studying really, really hard. I'm getting up at 4 in the morning and studying. I put over 130 hours in over 3 months. So I'm really serious about this. So this is my last big hurrah. I've been working like crazy. I'm going to crush this test. And then I got 5 days off in a row. So I'm going to go out and crush the White Mountains every day. And so the next day I take it easy and I do an hour and a half of yoga and ski for 90 minutes. Well, the next day, Sean wants to go out and play. And so he's like, all right, man, we got this hike, and it's snowing, and we're in the snowshoes. We're hiking through, and through this big loop. It's like a 5-hour loop we do. We're feeling good. And my wife's still like, okay, you're studying, right? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I got my double lattes. I'm studying. She's like, okay, just take it easy, play it smart. This is a big deal for us. I'm like, all right, I got this. So then Randy and I talk, and I'm like, dude, it's going to be really pretty tomorrow. And he's like, I know. And I'm like, I don't think I should go. And he's like, yeah, don't go, man. So I call him at 6 in the morning. I'm like, Heather, can I talk to Randy? And so he comes out, and we go play. And we go to this monster hike. We go up Madison to Adams, and we absolutely crushed it. We did these 2 mountains in 4 hours. We make it down from the top of the mountain at 4,000 foot elevation and 5 miles in an hour flat. I mean, we're running down this mountain. I'm feeling on top of the world. I'm feeling so strong. I'm like, man, I just crushed this mountain. I just crushed all this studying. And you know what I did in the whole process, this whole thing, man? Also crushed my relationship because I pissed all over the trust that I had with the woman who cooked for me, supported me, consoled me when I came home crying from the hospital, when I was just so dog-tired and I'd hit that wall. And I got so focused on myself and the things that I loved and my passions that I forgot that I was part of a team and we had this common goal we were working towards. So it was kind of crazy. I do that a lot. I kind of notice that myself. I'm really good at getting things done, but sometimes I miss the forest for the trees in the process. So it was so cool this last weekend. We hadn't seen each other in a month. We got together in Boston. So I met her down there at the hotel, and whenever we talk, I always say the wrong thing. So I get to the hotel, and I just take my clothes off, and I'm in my underwear, and I knock on the door. Because I'm like, first thing, man, we just got to have sex, and then everything's going to be good after that. And so, we have a great time. We do this whole detox thing at this yoga treatment plan at down in Kripalu. And so it's awesome, man. We do 3 days of detox, and I'm needing it because I've been digging my lattes and enjoying my beer at night, But this whole experience was so cool because, I thought I was doing this, doing that, crushing this and that. And what I was really doing deep down sometimes is I was crushing the man I really, really wanted to be, because I was only focusing on one aspect of myself, and that was just my physical form. And I was forgetting my deeper, true essence and that spirit of being, and just being part of the experience of life itself. And then I realized, like, you don't crush life, you don't crush a mountain. If you're lucky enough, you just get to be a part of it for a little bit. So, thanks.